All right, guys, welcome to the post show. So, for the post show today, we couldn't really nail down what we wanted to talk about, so we decided to talk about something that's been pretty popular in the past, and that was a preview of an upcoming WWE pay-per-view, which was which one, CJ?
Extreme Rules.
Heyo, so
Yeah.
I'll throw it to you guys since you guys are much more up on this than I currently am.
Oh, thank you,
Yep.
sir. Appreciate that assist. Well, guys, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in here and we're better than ever, Eric Bischoff style. I am CJ Hickman. I am joined with my man, my amigo, my compadre, Jason Cabrera. What's going on, buddy?
Not a whole lot. I'm liking this. I'm liking this current WWE thing that's going on. If you haven't been paying attention, there's some big stuff going on, especially on
Big
SmackDown.
stuff.
Check it out, guys.
Big
It's
stuff.
really
I've
big.
been told that this pay-per-view is going to be a shakeup and might determine the future of the WWE universe.
Yep.
You
I'm
know,
excited.
I'm so sad that Corey Graves has to force sell that that information that
Yeah.
Vince McMahon is just pumping to him in that headset. It's just keep
Of course.
selling it, kid, keep selling it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And
Keep
Jason,
selling it.
another
Feel good
thing
though.
before we start getting into this pay per view. Look, I know that they said, during the shakeup when it comes to the commentators that Byron Saxon with the SmackDown and David
Uh-huh.
Otunga was supposed to be coming to Raw. But I gotta
Right.
be honest, man. I am a big fan of Booker T on the commentary table and just the
He's
ridiculousness
good.
this guy comes up with.
Yep. I love just the random pauses that they'll have. They'll say something and then they'll wait, and Booker won't say anything, and then Michael Cole will go, "What do you think, Book?" Looks like he's good.
It's good.
Like,
This guy got it. He just got something
good,
to him. He just got
good
that
job.
boogie woogie oogie. You know, man. I like it. I like it. Well, listen, guys, we talk about it. We mentioned it. Look, this Sunday it's going to be Extreme Rules up in here in Baltimore, Maryland. Man, this card is pretty good. It's got an awesome, freaking awesome main event. I can't wait for it. But we're gonna get to these undercard matches first. Talk about it a little bit, see what our predictions are, and then we get to that juicy, just amazing main event that is going to be a freaking 5-star match. I feel it. I just feel it. Just feel it, man.
Yep.
So the first match on the card is a match that just got announced. Mr. Rich Swann and Sasha Banks, the Boss, versus Noam Dar and Alicia Fox. Jason, you've been seeing this, these last couple
Yep.
weeks. For some god odd reason, they put Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox. For some reason that just baffles me, of course, Sasha Banks beats her the first match. Coming, duh. This was a former WWE champion, or women's champion, so that's how it's supposed to
Mhm.
be. And
Right.
then in WWE's booking, they found it upon themselves to have Alicia Fox, uh, the definition of jobber. I mean, come on,
Oh,
let's be
that's
honest.
rough.
Let's be honest about this.
That's rough.
She beats Sasha Banks clean as a whistle. And then
She
Michael
did.
Cole goes over to put over the scissors kick, and then has the audacity to say the best the she has done. She
Well,
is the
he was
famous
messing
person
with
to do the
Booker.
scissor kick better than
He was
basically
messing with
saying she
Booker.
does it better than Booker T.
Yeah. He
This
was
is
messing with Booker. It's
I know
obvious. This is my problem with Alicia Fox. That scissors kick, first of all, is off target every time she hits it. I
every
mean,
time it's hitting the back every time.
it's in the back, right? And I'm like, you're supposed to hit it in the. It's all right.
At least the neck area or something.
Right. Now, I want to say this, though. I'm actually a fan of Alicia Fox. I like Alicia
yeah?
Fox. They've never put her over the way they should. She's got one of the best Northern Lights suplexes that I've seen, man or woman. So she's a big, tall female and very good at what she does. She's got a decent amount of power, which is surprising for her little skinny size that she is. I really like her. Now, I don't like this whole Noam Dar, Alicia Fox weirdness.
Alicia Fox.
It's Alicia Fox. I don't understand it. I'm like, just let the cruiserweights be the cruiserweights. Stop trying to do weird things with them.
Well, Vince has a bad habit of forcing couples to get
Yeah.
together and
Don't like
forcing couples to break up.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what?
So
I don't like this. I don't like this reality TV. You know what? I like that Bachelor guy. Let's switch it up. Let's switch it
Oh,
up.
good God. So here's my deal. I really, really like Sasha Banks. Obviously, I mean, the boss. She's just
Mhm.
awesome. And I'm a big Rich Swann fan. Got a lot of skill. And hometown for Rich Swann,
Yep.
Baltimore. So, given that it's Sasha Banks, and you can't have Alicia Fox beat
Yeah.
Sasha Banks clean
Right.
twice. I
Writing's
mean,
on the wall.
it's not going to happen. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure we're going to see Rich Swann and Sasha Banks win this one and do a little dance afterwards.
Yeah.
Because,
Faces are going over
Banks.
here. They're going over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I totally
that's
agree
what I
with you,
expect
man.
to see.
Well, then
Alrighty.
let's keep this thing going, man. So we got, I'm gonna ask you about this, man, because me personally, I've been liking this rivalry between Neville and Austin Aries. They've been put on solid matches. A match at WrestleMania was good. The last match at what was that? Backlash or Payback or something like that.
I think it was Payback. Yeah.
Payback. There you go. Payback. That was a good match. That was a solid match. Like the ending to it. So now we got basically the rubber match here. It's going to be a submissions match. That's
Okay.
interesting to me. These two
Yeah.
guys. I mean, I know Austin Aries with the last Chancery, and then what you call it, Neville has debuted a new
Rings of
couple new
Saturn.
finishers. I mean, a couple new submissions recently, man. So
Hmm.
this should still be a good match at the end of the day, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, these two are probably the top cruiserweights in the world right now. Neville is ridiculous. I've always been a fan. Um, he just has such body control. He can do anything in that ring, and do it extremely well. Austin Aries, same kind of thing. He's got amazing body control, but he's got that swagger. So these two are big personalities. They've done a great job of kind of holding down the cruiserweight division for a while, but it's definitely time to move on to a different rivalry. So we're gonna. The question is, are we gonna finally see Austin Aries beat Neville clean, or are we gonna see them continue to kind of ride that Neville train that they're on right now? Honestly, I think they're going to continue to ride Neville. I think they're going to have him defeat Austin, maybe with the help of TJP. Which, by the way, just let the guy be called TJ Perkins. We don't
Can't do it.
need
That's the face. That's
change
the
the
face.
name
TJ Perkins.
TJP.
He's gotta be heelish. So
Give me a
TJP,
break.
that makes him heelish.
That is stupid.
That and
But
changing his wardrobe. Give him black attire with purple
right
stuff.
now he's wearing black. Ooh, now he's bad. But I think Neville will beat Austin and move on, and then I think that's when they're going to do TJP versus Neville, which will be absolutely a phenomenal match because they're both just aerial technicians. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this match. Either way, it's going to be a great match. I love submission matches, and I think these two are going to be tearing the house down.
You know what? I mean, I can see that happening. I look at it like this. I see that, I feel like WWE, they're still not done with these guys, even though this is supposed to be a rubber match. I still see them keeping this thing going. I see Austin Aries actually winning, and here's why. I think if they have Austin Aries win, and then you still have that, TJP in the background, basically was promised a title match with from Neville. I can see him going to Kurt Angle about this and go like, you know what, hey, let me just go above, let me pass Neville and let me throw my name in the hat. So I can definitely see Kurt Angle saying, you know what, Neville, you're gonna get your rematch at the next pay per view or even on a Monday Night Raw. But not only you're gonna get a match, but TJP's gonna get thrown in it, and we're gonna get a triple threat match for
That
the
could be
Cruiserweight
interesting.
Championship. That's gonna be a sick match.
And that's the WWE thing to do because
Yeah.
the reason I say I would like to see Neville win it is because this rivalry's been going for a while now, and if Aries wins, then it's going to continue the rivalry, and because they gotta have the rematch.
Yeah.
And it's like really 4 matches, 4 of the exact same match basically.
Well,
So but yeah, if they do that and then they add TJP to a triple threat match, I could see that happen.
yeah, let's not act like WWE hasn't been doing that stuff before. Like they haven't thrown down our
Yeah, but
throats
they got a
Roman
lot
Reigns
more.
versus Braun Strowman over
Right.
like 6 times last year. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but how many of those were actual matches?
I mean, I'll even consider segments as matches if they can do it
Yeah.
repeatedly. Like that's how it gets.
Right.
It's that annoying to me. But anyway, so you got Neville winning.
I got
I
Neville.
got
Yeah, you
Austin
got
Aries
Aries.
winning. So
right.
we'll see what goes there. Next match, the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship match in a steel cage. The Hardy Boys versus Cesaro and Sheamus. Who you picking, man? What you like about it?
I think this match has the opportunity to be the match of the night.
Really?
No disrespect to the amazing Fatal Five Way that's just gonna be awesome. But I think this is gonna be one of those matches that kind of is worth the price of admission all by itself. The Hardys in a steel cage is just always a good idea. And then you talk about Sheamus and Cesaro, who are up and comers and as a tag team and have just been phenomenal since they switched to heels. I think they've been even better. And I really love everything about this match. This kind of nostalgia versus the new age, and the Hardy Boys, I believe, are unfortunately going to lose this match. I think Cesaro and Sheamus will win it. I think we'll have to have ourselves a rematch where the Hardys come after Cesaro and Sheamus again. But I definitely see Cesaro and Sheamus getting the titles back and becoming two-time tag team champs.
This was an interesting thing to me because when the match happened between Matt Hardy and Sheamus, and Matt Hardy, of course, win, and they said steel cage match, I was trying to figure out what was WWE's angle here. Like, okay, a steel cage, I can get behind that, but with these four guys, why a steel cage? It still doesn't make any sense to me. I would think the Hardys would do a ladder match. I mean, that's their specialty. I think, just listening to the commentary and just using my mind, I'm like, wouldn't you want to use weapons like that so you could be able to use against Cesaro Sheamus instead of being locked in there? It's not like, I mean, yes, every time you guys came to the ring, they've escaped you, but it's not been like where you wanted so bad to lock these guys in there where they have no other place to run.
Right.
I don't see that, and I'm trying to figure out how WWE's trying to sell me on that
I can
idea.
understand from the Hardys' perspective. I can understand the choice because, I mean, they're faster than Cesaro and Sheamus. They climb. They're like spiders basically. So they can escape that cage quick. Plus, they've got a heck of a lot more experience fighting in a cage than either one of these two guys, Sheamus or Cesaro. So I definitely give them kind of the upper hand there because I mean these guys are they're extreme. They're team extreme. So I understand the thought process of a steel cage match. And then for WWE's angle, you got the Hardy Boys in there. Then you put in these two bruisers, Sheamus and Cesaro, inside that steel cage. And either way, it's just going to be massive. Someone's going to get hurt.
It's still going to be a good match, but I'm just trying to make sense of it. Like, wouldn't it even make even more sense because of their history, even like a TLC match? I mean, it is extreme. Are we not allowed to do some things like that? And it makes a little more sense.
The reason they're not doing that is because they're going to have a TLC pay-per-view. So they're saving that for the TLC pay-per-view later this year.
Yeah, I mean that's just bad booking that I don't like. That these gimmick matches that they're the brand name now that they can't be used at pay-per-views at
right.
random like they used to do back in the day. That made sense and it fit better. But anyway, that's just my thinking. I got the Hardy Boys retaining. I thought they were retaining this pay-per-view. So let's move on, man. To me, what I think is going to be match of the night. If no, let alone just off the name alone of what this match is. I mean, we got the Raw's Women's Championship going to be taking place on a Singapore stick on a kendo stick. I don't know why I said Singapore. Kendo stick on a pole match. That's just amazing. This is fitting for these ladies, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, Alexa Bliss is just mean. She's just an amazing heel.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got that whole Wicked Witch of the West vibe going for her. And this is the perfect matchup for in Raw to kind of showcase the two different personalities of their women. Alexa Bliss is just almost pure evil, and then Bayley on the other side is sort of the new age Hogan type of person, that everybody loves, and she even hugs everybody. She's a hugger. So this is an interesting match, and the fact that you introduce a kendo stick into it, and let's not get anything out of whack here. Bayley can absolutely go extreme. There's no question in my mind that she can absolutely go extreme. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm not a big fan of stuff on a stick matches.
Yeah.
I've never been a big
A
fan of
pole,
that. I'm always
anything
like,
on a pole match. Like, come on, what
anything
is
on a
this?
pole. I can't. Yeah, don't put it on a pole. Who cares?
What is
You know.
this? What is this? JR and JR and what is it? Why can't I remember him?
Yeah.
Was it JR and King era where they
Yeah,
just
right.
putting everything on a pole?
Puppies. No.
Puppies, put it on the
Yeah.
pole.
So that annoys me, but I would have liked to have seen them do something a little bit, put them inside a steel cage or
Yeah, that would have been
just
cool.
make it a street fight. Just say, you know what, we're going to give you
Yeah.
guys, this is going to be a Baltimore street fight. Just go at it,
Yeah.
But still, this is going to be extreme. It's Bayley and Alexa Bliss. I see Bayley winning it.
Really?
Getting her title back. Yep. And kind of just wearing out Alexa Bliss with that kendo stick because she's been asking for it for the past couple of weeks.
So I see Alexa winning. I think for Raw, she's been one of the top divas. Not divas. I'm sorry, top women there, and her title run has been really good. I mean, it's been. I know it's been a struggle to get Bayley to go to that next level, but I think that she's been doing it. Promos still need to get a little better for me, and then but the matches are there. I like what they've been going on there. I like that. I think Nia Jax is going to get involved in this. I know we haven't seen her in a little bit. I think she's going to get involved, and that's going to push her over, and then she's going to win this match, and go on to keep doing matches and everything with the championship. So I got Alexa winning this match, man.
Okay, all right. Well,
All right.
This is the first time you and I have been this far apart.
Yeah, we've been splitting up these last couple matches, man.
Yeah.
So we got our next. All right, we're probably gonna do the same thing with this next women match
Probably.
too. So we got the WWE Intercontinental Championship match with Dean Ambrose versus The Miz. The stipulation to this is if Dean Ambrose gets disqualified by any reason, he loses the title and Miz becomes champion. So that means Miz is gonna win. So let's just go ahead and put that out there.
No, see, this is the thing. When they do something like this, if Ambrose gets disqualified, Ambrose acts like he's not smart, but he's actually extremely intelligent in that ring. I don't see him getting himself disqualified. Now, I would love to hear, oh, and by the way, Maurice is banned from ringside. That'd be nice, that we could actually see an actual match between these two, because this is what I think of as a gimmicky match. This is a gimmick, because Miz doesn't have to win,
Right.
and that drives me insane. And that's perfect for The Miz, because that's how he wins matches. He doesn't win, he just doesn't lose. He can't actually beat anybody. It's always a technicality. So in this particular case, though, I think the Intercontinental title stays with Dean Ambrose. I think he actually defeats The Miz straight up, moves on past The Miz, thank God. And we start seeing some other younger talent coming up and going after Dean Ambrose, because that's going to look really, really good.
Well, I mean, with the Miz character, I mean, I can see that being the case. How he wins like this, because that's what it is. I mean, he's good at his job. He's being a heel. He was carrying SmackDown Live, being their top heel guy now. And then I can definitely see him coming over here to Raw doing the same thing. So I mean, I see this is how I see the match building up. I see like towards the middle of the match or something like that. Maurice starts to get involved. Referee sees her, and then he tells her to throw it out or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I actually see the Miz pulling an Eddie Guerrero here, man. I see him go get a chair, bash it against the floor, and then throw it up to Dean Ambrose, and then lays down on the ground like he got hit. You know what I mean? And then the ref goes like,
smart enough to pull that off.
I can see him doing it, man. I'm telling you, when this came up, and I was like, man, I could totally see him doing that. And then Sasha's gonna be pissed too, because that's her idol, was Eddie Guerrero.
That's her guy.
Yeah, so I can totally see him happening, but I do see Miz. Just look, if they didn't name the stipulation talking about the disqualification and stuff like that, I can totally see Dean Ambrose winning. But as soon as they mention that, I'm like, oh yeah, this is totally Miz. Miz is
Man, get your own shtick, Miz.
Yeah,
he's
gonna find a way. But so yeah, I got the Miz winning that.
Alrighty.
And now, finally,
now
we get to the main event. This thing right here. Oh my goodness, Fatal 5-Way. The winner goes on to face the Beast, the
Brock.
Conqueror, Brock
Useless.
Lesnar.
Oh,
We
I'm sorry,
got
Lesnar.
Roman
Yeah.
Reigns, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe, and Bray Wyatt. Jason, who do you got?
All right. So first off, I'm going to go through each one of them and explain my thinking why each one of them could win this match. Roman Reigns is just the guy right now in Raw. They just love Roman Reigns. They're pushing him every chance they got. He's the only person in all these guys to have won 2 matches leading up to this pay-per-view. He beat Seth Rollins, and he beat Finn Balor. Okay, so they absolutely love this guy, and they want to make him the focal point. And the last time we saw Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, it was a war between those 2 guys. But that's why he's not going to win, because we've already seen it, and I don't think we're going to see it again. Plus, I think we're probably going to see a Braun Strowman rehash. I think he's going to come out and get involved and remove Roman Reigns from it, because this is an Extreme Rules match. So that's
Roman
why I
Strowman's
think
just coming back from elbow injury
I
that
think
early.
Strowman could. Dude, you're talking about Braun Strowman. This is a guy they're trying to pretend like can break the ring all by himself, you know. But yeah,
Okay.
I think he comes back. Even if his shoulder's still taped up, you know, if he's still all wrapped up and causes Reigns to lose.
Okay.
And that's another thing. They love to do that to Reigns. They love to he lost because of this guy. You know, they do it like every other match. He loses his opportunity. So
Yeah, I see.
I don't think Reigns wins it. Samoa Joe is too new. I would love to see Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar, because they're kind of similar styles as far as the straight power and technical ability. But I think Samoa Joe is too new, so I don't think he ends up winning this one. He hasn't shown enough savvy with to take advantage of the situations. So that's why I don't think he wins. If he does win, again, like I said, I would be very interested to see that match, because I don't think Samoa Joe is somebody that Brock Lesnar can just overpower. You know. Seth Rollins, we've been there, we've done that, we've seen it. He would be if it wasn't for the circumstance of Brock Lesnar being, you know, the end all, he would be my pick for this match, because he's the most slimy of everybody in the match, and he can get over, you know, in these kinds of situations, take advantage of situations. So, unfortunately, though, I don't think Seth wins this one. I think someone else takes advantage. I love me some Finn Balor. He's quickly becoming my favorite. I think this match is really going to showcase him, and he's going to be phenomenal. But I don't think we see that either. I think Bray Wyatt wins this match. I think he takes advantage of something, and maybe even bring in one of his Wyatt followers again. But overall, I think he finds a way to win, and he goes on to face Brock Lesnar.
Well, that's interesting. I just looked the way how everything's been booked ever since, Kurt Angle came out and mentioned this match happening. I definitely like the triple threat match that happened recently with Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, and Bray Wyatt. I like that. I just like how leading up to this, they've showcased each individual guys, either an attack match,
Yep.
a one-on-one match, a triple threat match, one-on-one match.
Mhm.
They've
done a really good job of that.
Yeah, real good quality matches, and they really spend it out. But here's what was the ticker for me, or the shining beacon to let me know, okay, this guy is winning this match, is when Paul Heyman came out there
Yeah. I
and
knew you were gonna
talked to
mention
Finn
that.
Balor. He was running down everybody, and then when he got to Finn Balor, he got that reaction that WWE wanted. They just wanted a little clarification, just a little more feeling, because they were on the fence about it. But when they got that reaction from the crowd, when Paul was talking the possibilities of it being Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar for the title, that's when it went over to me. So I see it. Look, it's gonna be some crazy 6 spots, but at the end of it all, Finn Balor wins,
Coup
and
de
we
grace.
get Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar for
I
the
don't hate
Universal
that.
title.
I don't hate that. I would love
And
to see Finn Balor win that title back. So I don't hate that at all.
I would rather want it. I mean, because when you look, if you want to get really in depth into it, if you want to be like a super nerd when it comes to WWE, Listen,
That's what
Brock
I mean.
Lesnar doesn't have that many matches left on his contract before he has to re-up.
Thank God.
I think he has 6 matches left. So you want to utilize all 6 of those matches. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
if Finn Balor can get in those 6 matches, hey, let it be sooner than later because we've known WWE
That's
to
true.
be able to ruin things. Remember when Sting got signed, and instead of Sting
Yeah.
versus Undertaker, what did we get?
Versus
Sting
Kane.
versus
Yeah.
frickin' Triple H with the win one back for the boys. Yeah, why?
That
Why did
wasn't
we
good.
get that? That was dumb.
Yeah.
That was stupid. So
Now,
let's.
you got to remember those 6 matches for Brock Lesnar. That could take like 5 years.
It's not going to take 5 years,
It
Jason.
could. You never see
Brock
that dude,
Lesnar,
man.
Mark. So listen, man. That's the pay per view, man. It's gonna be a good show, man. It's gonna be starting this Sunday at 7 o'clock. I mean, check your local listings, everything like that. It's gonna be a great pay per view. Hope you guys have fun. Once again, this is Jason Cabrera, my
So,
partner, my amigo. I am your boy CJ Hickman, and we have Griffin as well. Sorry about that. So
I'm
guys,
here in
still
some
here?
capacity.
we're done. We're out of here. Griffin, get us out of here, man.
All right,
play my music.
play music. What music you want me to play? Outro
I don't
regular.
know.
We can do that.
Something.
All right,
Play
bye.
Something.
Life in the fast lane.